Perfect. So namaste again, everyone. Thank you for coming. And please, if you will, just come to sit comfortably. I really like, ideally, for either you to sit with your legs crossed, or you can kneel and sit on your heels, or find a block, something to put between them as you sit down. So I'll actually do that just to demonstrate. You can use a pillow, you can use anything that you have handy, but just slip it in between your heels, sitting back. No matter where you're sitting and what posture, you need to assume, based on the props that you have, I just ask that you're not really pitched forward or backward, that you're very comfortable where you're sitting and where you are. And then just briefly close the eyes, come to stillness. As ever, check in with your body. Leave whatever awaits you outside the practice for the next hour and a few minutes. Leave the week behind you. And as ever, focus in on someone or something to whom you'll offer your effort tonight, the fruit of your practice. They say that the best way to get what you want is to give everything you have away. So focus in on that person, that thing, that cause that needs you most. Cling to them, push for them when you experience any difficulty tonight. We begin class tonight with one Om. Everyone exhale, inhale. Gently blink your eyes open and remain seated where you are. As I mentioned, we'll be doing a breathing exercise to start class tonight called Kapalabhati breathing. Effectively, what it is it's a forceful exhale and then a very natural inhale to follow. So I'll be keeping a beat for you and just telling you when to exhale, 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 exhale. We're going to start with one round. We're going to do it 100 times. If for whatever reason it's difficult for you, you can't do it, you have allergies, that sort of thing, just stop. Don't ever push yourself to a point of pain in yoga. But do try to keep the beat, stick with it. And we'll be just then stopping after that round of breathing and just noticing what we've created. And that will start to build some warmth before we begin the asana practice. So I'm going to demonstrate for you just once, showing you turning sideways what the Kapalabhati breathing looks like. There's really not a pronounced movement in the gut, but I will turn sideways just to show you what it looks like. So again, hands comfortable, shoulders sort of straight, don't pitch forward, don't arch backward, really just try to have a stacked spine here. And then you just basically inhale, and then you forcefully exhale. And in between those exhales, your body will automatically take in air. So it looks like this. So as you can see, I'm throwing my navel back to my spine as I exhale through the nose. And then you're naturally just taking air back in through the nose to inhale and reset. So get comfortable, everyone. I recommend closing the eyes while you do this. And then everyone just exhale, inhale, start. Exhale, 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 exhale. A little faster. Exhale, x, 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 exhale, 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 exhale. 10 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Breathe normally. Take a big inhale. Hold the breath at the top. Watch the space between your eyebrows. Exhale. Let it all go out. And then just with the eyes closed, notice what you've built. Starting to build heat. And now everyone, blink your eyes open. Come to stand at the top of your mats. If you haven't seen it, heard it, the mix tonight is called Clear Veneer. It should be on the Spotify feed. So go ahead and plug it in. And I will tell you when to start. So come to the top of your mats, everyone. As ever, we begin with 2 rounds of sun salutations, Surya Namaskara, hands at heart center and prayer. Go ahead and begin your mix. Open your eyes, bring your arms up to frame your ears, go back. Forward fold over the legs. Right foot back into a lunge, knee down, chest up. Plank pose, feet together. Knees, chest, chin to the mat. Pull through cobra. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Right leg front between the hands, chest up, back knee down. Feet together, fold over the legs. Hands touch in front of your toes, raise you up and back. Hands to heart center. Second side, arms up, go back. Fold over the legs. Left leg back, lunge, knee down, chest up. Plank pose, feet together, knees, chest, chin to the mat. Pull through, cobra. Tuck the toes, hips up, downward facing dog. Left foot front between the hands, back knee down, chest up. Feet together, fold. Palms touch, bringing you up and back. Hands to heart center. Second round, a little faster, up and back. Fold. Right leg back, knee down, chest up. Plank. Knees, chest, chin to the mat. Pull through cobra. Tuck your toes. Down dog. Right leg front, knee down, chest up. Feet together, fold. Palms touch, up and back. Hands to heart center. Again, up and back. Fold. Left leg back, knee down, chest up. Plank. Knees, chest, chin to the mat. Pull through, cobra. Tuck your toes, down dog. Left leg front. Feet together, fold. Palms touch, bring you up and back. Hands to heart center. Let your hands fall by your sides. Feet at hips width distance, just for a moment. Check back in with yourself, scan the body. And then everyone, head rolls, Loosening the neck. Saying goodbye to the computer. Whichever direction you'd like, your speed. Think of dropping the shoulders here if you can. Just let it all rinse, and then switching sides, switching directions, around and around, loosening up. And then next time your chin is at center, raise your head back up. Turn back to the short edge of your mat, facing the top. Feet together. And then we'll move into our Shiva Namaskara. So arms up, go back. Fold over the legs, your fullest expression. If you need to bend the knees, catching the abdomen with the thighs is great. It allows your neck, your shoulders to hang loose. From here, then you can build into straightening. Much better than trying to do one of these. So your fullest expression. Maybe you can bring the eyes to the kneecaps. Just be here. And now everyone step back into a plank pose. Build it from the heels, pushing back to the wall behind you. That straight diagonal line through the waist, up the spine, out the crown of your head. Gaze is just in front of the front edge of your mats. Push forward, bringing your shoulders past your wrists. Lower down, Chaturanga, your version, either here or dropping the knees, wherever you are today, just fine. Chaturanga. Staying with it. Push back to roll over the toes. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Your down dog, so play with it. Pedal the feet. Maybe waggle the hips, getting into the side body. Just think of those energetic cues as ever. A lot of pressure in the thumb and the index finger, wrapping armpits to face each other under the chest. Hips shoot to the sky. Maybe it's easier to bend the knees to do that. Then press the heels down. Feel wherever your sweet spots are. Tune them all at once, like the fine instrument you are. And then from here, everyone bringing the left foot forward between the hands, dropping the back knee, untucking the toes, preparing Kapyasana. Hands to Kali Mudra, Charlie's Angels, biceps by your ears. Maybe heel toe that left foot out one time. Just give each foot its own lane and then press into your left foot to extend back as then you bend back, drop back in. Keep pushing, keep going as much as you can. Use the breath to extend the spine long. Exhaling, dropping down. And now everyone slowly with me come up, splitting the hands. Like suns in front of you, follow the backs of your palms down to the mat. Heel toe the front foot to the edge of the mat. Reset, palms under shoulders. My left hand just inside my left ankle. Setting up for the lizard. So tucking the toes here, rolling forward and backward. Just getting into the hips a little here. Do as much of that as you'd like, and when you're ready, drop that back knee down, untuck those toes. Krama 1, I'm here. Krama 2, if I have blocks, come down halfway. Again, elbows replace my palms, my forearms on the blocks. Gaze is slightly forward in front of that front edge of the mat. Krama 3, if you've got it, go all the way down. Now, because the left hand is on the left leg, you want to start with the right forearm and elbow down first, then the left. And if you still have more, you can grip the top of the foot with your left hand, maybe pitching out the right elbow. Come on down, chin down, forehead down. No matter where you are, keeping the contact, left leg, left arm, forgive me. Very important to keep that contact. And then everyone come back from whence, join me here, palms under shoulders, tucking the back toes under, straightening that back leg, shooting the front leg back to meet the other plank, tipping forward, come on down, chaturanga. From chaturanga, pushing back to roll in, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Here you are. Build it one more time. Take yourself back to that place in your down dog, that place where every bit is fired, challenged, but comfortable. And now from here, right leg comes forward between the hands, left knee down, untuck those toes, maybe heel toe that right foot out one time, your body, your call. Hands come to Kali Mudra, biceps frame your ears, setting up Kapyasana. So again, I'm pushing into that right foot to go back, get long, extend with the fingers, and then drop back into that knee, that hip, going up tall with an inhale, dropping back, exhale, breathing here, staying with it. Remember your offering. And now come on up, split the hands, look at the backs of your palms as the gaze comes to the mat, heel toeing that right foot out to the edge of your mat, resetting, palms under shoulders, setting up for your lizard pose. As you need to roll in, rock back and forth, lubricating the hip joint, and then come on down to that knee, untucking the toes, your version this time. Maybe it's not the same as last time. Maybe if you go to the same place, you notice you can go further on one side. Totally your choice. Again, energetically, contact is kept. Now right ankle, leg, knee with right shoulder, arm, wrist perhaps. Gaze passively forward. And now, if you have more, come all the way down. But these are just tricks. The important part is to stay here, notice the sensation in the hip, in the groins, build it. And now everyone come back from whence. Meet us with palms under shoulders, tucking the back toes under to straighten that leg, come right onto the ball of your foot, and then pushing back. Right leg meets left in plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. From your down dog, we're going to build into the warrior postures. So bring your left foot front between the hands. Set up the lunge, looking back. Is my right foot in its own lane? If it needs it, hop it over as you roll that heel to the mat. That becomes your anchor, your stability in your warrior one pose. From here, are my hips square to the front of my mat? If not, maybe bring the hands forward, create that sensation so that you have to look forward to then come up, build up. Warrior one. Option today to take opposite elbows at the top of your warrior pose. Again, think straight hips to the top of my mat, left hip rolling back, right hip rolling forward. A lot of stability created from that outer edge of my back foot. And then Krama 2 here, if you have it, you can start to build Gomukhasana arms. So as we did last time, several classes now, hold on to that right elbow, try to pull it behind your head here. And then if you can, you don't have to, again, it's just a trick and an option. Roll that thumb down, come around, join left and right hand behind you. And then as you're here, gaze starts to go up. You're pushing in to that arm with your head as you gaze up. Now, no matter where you are, everyone, let your arms come to your tailbone, clasping there, rolling onto the ball of that back foot, getting ready, toppling tree. So if you can do it all at once and spring up, that's great. If you need to follow me, take little hops in. That's fine too. Come to where you're ready to lift that back leg and then begin to topple. Okay, your variation. Make it something where it's difficult for the balance, but at the same time, doable. It's not scary, right? You've all got this. I've seen you practice. I watch you in these little windows, or at least those of you that share the video. So stay there, and then very quickly, as you can, splitting the hands so that you find that other pillar of balance under the left shoulder as you start to spin open for the half moon, right? So here you are, spinning open. Maybe gaze goes up to the upraised hand. Maybe not. Maybe you need balance. Gaze to the floor. That's fine. Now bend into the standing leg to shoot your back leg back. Again, heel down, warrior two. Setting it up here. Your fullest expression. Warrior two. From your warrior two, with that steady gaze over the middle fingernail, bring your hands to heart center. Roll again to the ball of that back foot, dropping the knee, keeping the toes tucked, pulling in that front knee, setting up for our twist. Set up 90 degrees, Krama 1, hand to the outside of the left knee. My left arm goes behind, turning. Krama 2 if you have it. Right arm goes up, over the knee. Really pushing in, yeah? Push that arm with your knee today. I will turn to you again to demonstrate. If you need a fist here and something to grab on, fantastic. If you'd rather take prayer hands to the breastbone, wonderful. But push now with that knee. Open yourself up. If you have more, of course you may straighten the back leg and twist. Completely up to you. No matter where you are, think you're growing your crown toward the wall in front of you. Tailbone growing toward the wall behind you. Rinsing your spine. And then everybody just drop back, come back to face forward with your hands here at heart center, toes tucked behind you. You're gonna come down for the half split. So we did this last class. It may be that your hands are just here. That's fine. It may be that in order to split, you want to move the heel forward and have more of a bend. Energetically, what's important here, my hip is stacked over my knee and I'm aligned. Your hands can go out in front of the foot. If that helps you get a bigger stretch, fantastic. If not, go to your limit. Think of head to toe here. And just breathe through it. Couple more breaths. And then wherever you are, come up halfway. Start to tick-tock that foot side to side. Feel this go all the way up the back of the leg, into the hip joints, through the hamstrings. I know it's not fun. Just do 5 more. 3, 2, both ways, all the way out. 1, that's it. Now stop. Bring your hands out to the left. So come 2 o'clock, or excuse me, 10 o'clock. Now tick-tock again. 10, 9, 8, 7, come on. 3, 2, 1. Come back to center, frame up. Now to 2 o'clock. Again, 10 more times. Just tick-tock, back and forth. As you do that, take a mini back bend. Think about leaning out just in your cervical spine. Can you get a little back bend as you work this through the hamstrings and into the hips? And then back to center. And then from here, replant, reframe into that left foot, coming back. Warrior 2, 1 breath, your fullest expression. And now straightening that front leg, triangle pose. So I always heel toe my back foot in once. Totally up to you to get the measurements here. Arms are straight like Warrior 2. My feet each have their own lane, hopefully, yeah? You're still there, but you're going forward like you want to catch something with the left hand, letting that hand come down wherever it may. It may be behind the ankle, maybe in front. It may be that you're on the shin or the ankle. That's okay. Wherever you feel stable here, then raise the right arm up. Try to have a nice level stacking of the shoulders. Blade the body, but don't totally lose that rotation of the right hip, pushing forward just a little. Feel the intense stretch through the hamstring, and then grow out with the crown. Grow back with the tailbone. Your fullest expression. Triangle pose. From here, come on up. Turn to the long edge of your mat so that your toes are basically parallel to each other. We're going to do just a couple of forward folds today as well. So start with your hands on your hips, and just we'll go with the simple version of the forward fold. First looking up, bending back, and then falling over the horizon, keeping straight legs as you come all the way down. As your gaze comes to the mat, maybe releasing your hands down for balance. You can separate the feet if you want more of a stretch in the groins, the hips, everybody's legs, arms, different lengths. Wherever you are, just let go here, release. Let the neck go. Let the shoulders hang. Maybe you take ragdoll arms here. Maybe you can put your palms down and walk the heels of your hands back to where the heels of your feet are aligned, and help pull yourself forward. Totally your stretch. Just make it all the way to your limit. And then everyone put your hands on your hips. Come halfway up, reset, and then come all the way up. Maybe you have to heel toe the feet back a little bit. Rotate that left foot forward one more time to bend in. Last pose on this side is head to toe. So hands clasp at the tail, looking up. I'm diving diagonally inside my front foot and then using the shoulder to push my knee open. As I push, my shoulders come up and over my head. Very stable in the feet here. Breathing. Just one more breath. And now don't slingshot, but let the hands fall either side of the front foot. Roll to the ball of the back. Shoot the left back to meet the right in plank. Vinyasa through. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Your fullest expression. Just reset with one breath. In down dog. Now the right side, right foot front, between the hands, looking back, setting down the left heel, warrior one. If you need to, set it up out front to keep the hips nice and level as you come up. Warrior one. Variation on this side, opposite elbows. So the least habitual grip of your elbows is an option here. Or now bringing the left palm between the shoulder blades, pulling that elbow across with the right hand. And maybe this is it. Or maybe you want more. Hum around, fish for those fingertips. And if you can, hike it together and push the head into the upraised arm by looking up. Warrior one. Again, these are all just tricks. Now from here, everyone, let your arms go. Maybe you want to shake out the arms, that's fine. Palms, fingers clasp at the tail, roll onto the ball of that back foot, leaning over and hop in your variation, toppling tree. So maybe you get a little closer, more comfortable, then you begin to go up, then you begin to dive forward. Your choice. Go to your fullest expression. And then everyone find the floor with your right fingertips as you roll over into half moon. Maybe raise that arm, maybe not. I'm gonna come look at you all quickly. Very good effort. Fantastic. Balance is easier if you look to the mat. If you want to challenge yourself briefly here, begin to roll the gaze up, that upraised hand, and now bend into the front knee to shoot back. Warrior two. Setting it up, left foot, right foot in their own lane. Strong, steady gaze, middle fingernail of my right hand. Warrior two. Turning to the ball of my back foot, dropping down, hands come to prayer. Scooch in that front ankle to build the 90-degree structure. Krama one here, left hand outside the right knee, right arm wraps, half bind, turning. Krama two, if you have it, come with me. Elbow over the knee, knee almost in your armpit here if you can. Turning as your hands either come to heart center or you grip that fist with the right hand. Either way, pushing in with the knee now to turn the arm, turn the chest. As you do this, you're going to feel a big stretch through the glute. At least that's what I get. I think my crown is growing out that way. My tail to the wall behind me. Rinsing, wringing out the spine. If you want to raise the back knee, you may, of course. Keep going. Eventually we'll be binding in this pose. Just push. And then everyone coming back from whence, setting up the half split. So my toes are pointed up, my structure hip over knee is there, and then drop the hands wherever you're comfortable, looking forward to then fold forward. Maybe there's a big difference, one side to the other for you. That's okay, just work your way into it, but go toward the pain, go toward the discomfort without hurting yourself. Let the breath keep you there. Come on back, just a pinch. Start the tick-tock. Back and forth. All the way. Go from 10 to 2 with those toes. As you look out, maybe mini back bend here. Think long spine here. Keep going for 3, 2, and 1. Now setting the hands outside, 2 o'clock. Tick-tock. Go ahead. Rock them back and forth. Don't move the leg, just move the hands. Tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock. 3, 2, 1. From here, now over to 10. Same structure with my feet. Just moving my gaze. That's it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And back to center. Planting back into that right foot. Do it however you need to. Reset into warrior 2. Come on up. One breath. Fullest expression. And now straighten that front leg. Setting up triangle pose. So again, I heel toe my back foot in. Always have. Just feels nicer structurally with your arms straight. Same body position as warrior 2. Catch that thing that's falling. Follow it with your eyes all the way down to the mat. Setting it up. Structurally get thin. Blade your body. Gaze to the upraised hand if you can. Think crown growing long. Tail growing long. Stretch. Just breathe here. Notice. And now that left arm lifts you back up, straight and strong. Toes turn to the other long edge of your mat. Forgive the view. This time, clasping at your tailbone, you're looking up to then bend forward. Again, my gaze along the horizon all the way until I get down. And then from here, you play. Where do you need to set the feet? Feel stable. And then when you're there, think almost of putting more pressure in the balls of your feet than the heels. And drop the hands over the head, letting the neck go, letting the head go. Just breathe. Just notice. And then use those hands to pull you halfway up. Hands to your hips. and then come all the way back up. Turning that right foot now. Again, keep your feet in their own lane. So if you need to adjust, I have hands at your tail once more, looking up, head to toe pose. Dive diagonally inside the front foot. Turn it open. Push your head down toward that right foot. Hands pulling up and over. And now splitting the hands, no slingshot. Place them either side of your front foot. Roll to the ball of the back. Plank together from here. Side plank starting on the left. So your choice, your krama. I think everyone knows where they need to go. I will demo quickly for you. Version 1, on the knee with the kickstand. Everybody, if you can, come with me, stacking the feet. Krama 2, at least to here. Think someone's pulling my hips up. My arm goes over, my gaze to that hand, rolling over myself. There it is. And now come back to center. Plank. Resetting for the right side. Krama 1, knee down and spinning. Here. Maybe here. Krama 2. Roll to stack the feet. Hips up and up. Over. Gaze to that hand. And Krama 3 for Chelsea. Bring that knee foot down behind the knee in order to set onto the right foot, lifting that left knee back up, maybe to the palm, pushing in. There it is. 2 more breaths, everyone. Come on back. Plank pose. You got this. Vinyasa, chaturanga. Upward facing, downward facing dog. From here, walk, step, or jump the feet up between the hands. If you're jumping, fingertips is easier as you bend the knees. Spring up, then fold. Everybody, your deepest expression. Maybe the fingers come under the heels. Maybe they grab the backs of the calves to pull you in, to get you long. And then hands touch in front of the toes, bring you up, all the way back. And hands to heart center. Great work. You're looking very good, everyone. So, set up the balancing postures now. Starting with the tree, left side. Get strong, get stable in the left foot. Your variation. Krama 1 to the ankle. Krama 2, right foot on my left calf. Krama 3, above the knee. And if you have it, Krama 4, the half lotus. Think the sole of your foot is looking up. Your heel is really in the groin, so your knee can point down to the floor. Again, this is just a variation. Don't feel compelled to do it. Everyone find your dristi. What isn't moving, go there. Let it keep you still as you grow your branches. Maybe you change the gaze, maybe you don't. It's all good. Think growing up out of the ground, through that leg to the waist, up and out of the waist, higher, taller through the crown. And now everybody come back to center. Release Shake it out, maybe if you need to. Second side. Right foot. Fall into it. Let it be your stability as you set up. Krama 1, Krama 2, Krama 3, Krama 4 with the half lotus. Again, totally your choice. Everybody's different, so needn't do one or the other or the other. It needn't match the first side. Find your focal point. Go there. Grow your branches. Embody the tree. Think about getting taller. Just go for it. And now come on back. Hands to heart center. Break the pose. Facing the top edge of your mat. We're going to begin by just coming to our bellies here. So whichever way you want to get there, if you want to vinyasa all the way through, you may. If you want to just come down, maybe practice today just shooting yourself back. So rather than going into the crow pose here, as we do sometimes, maybe today you rather just practice falling forward into the hands to then lift up and jump back. But all of you, no matter how you get there, if it's more graceful than that, that's fine. Just come down to the belly, forehead down. Setting up for some rolling cobra poses. So hands under shoulders, either your chin or forehead to the mat. Come pushing up as you inhale on my count. Come on up for 1, 2, 3, 4, down, 2, 3, 4, up, 2, 3, 4, down, 2, 3, 4, up, 2, 3, 4, down, 2, 3, 4, up, 2, 3, 4, down, 2, 3, 4, push back, child's pose, either with knees together or apart. You can bring your eye sockets over your kneecaps if you want, not a requirement. Just close the eyes. Rejuvenate everything by just letting yourself be caught. You don't have to do any work here. Just be held. From here, my friends, with your knees apart, bring your knees together, setting up for headstand or headstand variation. So if you're with me in child, your palms are next to your feet, facing up, just like the soles of your feet. Krama 1, I'm doing simply a roll over my forehead to the crown of my head to the hair pose by lifting my seat and my hips up. Here I am. That's the hair pose. So no pressure on the neck. All of my weight is being held in my legs. Krama 2, if you want it, come on with me. You're going to flip the palms, creating 2 additional points of stability and structure on the earth, the tripod.
From here, I should be able to see all of my fingertips as I roll over the toes, straightening my legs, then walking my toes forward toward my hands, maybe one at a time, coming up onto that shelf I've built with my triceps for the tripod headstand. You can stay here. That is a headstand. You're doing it. If you want to push off and start to come up, just do it carefully. I'm happy for you to do it. I'm thrilled if you pull this off, but just be careful. And once you get to your destination, close your eyes and just notice. Everyone slowly make your way back down, child's pose. With as little movement, little noise as possible. Reset. From here, just come to sit up. And then if you can, I know we worked on this last time, but just bring your hands down, really next to your knees. If you want to walk forward on your mat just a little bit, we're going to try to lift ourselves up to jump through to a seat with our legs in front of us. If you have blocks, they can help give you a little more space as you do this, but you don't need it. You can use your fingertips or just your hands flat, okay? It's going to look like this. At first, you're going to come up just off of your knees to where the tops of your feet are. Then you're going to pick up the feet to shoot out in front of you. So give it a shot. You get hung up, it's not a big deal. I'll demo it one more time. So again, wherever you feel that stability, I'm about halfway up the calves with my body structure, no big deal. Push in to come up to the tops of the feet as you look forward, then lift, pushing in, sitting down, okay? Just a fancy way of transitioning, no big deal. So from here, seated forward fold. Arms come up, look along the horizon as you come down. Abdomen to your thighs, very important for the setup. Then begin to lengthen, maybe then scoot back wherever you are. Let go of the head, let go of the neck, grab what you can, and just let go. Notice the breath. Let it grow you long on the inhale. As you exhale, go just a little deeper. Keep fighting for just a little more. Maybe that little more is just staying for a moment longer in a place of discomfort. And now come on back from whence with your arms, come all the way back up. Hands drop behind your seat, fingers either facing your rear end or away from you, it's fine. This time today, let's do the upward facing plank. So if you can, keep your feet touching, maybe your knees touching as well. As I push up, I'm coming forward so that the soles of my feet are down as I'm up with the hips. And looking up, staying straight, and then come on down. Very nice, everyone. That's really good. Okay, from here, we're going to do just one variation of the forward bend called Janu Shirshasana. So we're starting on the left side. You bend the right knee to bring that heel into the groin. You'll notice when you stand sort of, or sit up here, excuse me, you're almost facing with your hips in between your feet. That's normal, that's fine. Turn toward your left leg now. As you come up, fold. Grab that ankle, foot, however you can. Now come on down. Let that right knee stay on the earth, stabilizing your fold, giving you a little bit more space in the hips. Try and level the shoulders if you can. Keep growing, keep going longer. 2 more breaths. Come on up. Hands come down. Switching sides. Now my right foot extends. Left heel comes in toward my groins, just to, again, stabilize you. You're going to keep that left knee down. Again, you'll notice the hips are really in between the legs. That's okay. Rotate now to the right foot as you come up and extend forward through the fold. Go to your limit and then release. Get long. No tension in the neck, shoulders. Just notice what's happening right now. Stay with it. Few more breaths. Now come on up. Bring the arms with you. And hands down. Rolling on to your stomachs, everyone. There's really no graceful way to do it from here, so just come down as you can. Setting up for just a few more back bends. We're going to begin with the locust pose. So, chin can be down, forehead can be down. I think I'm zipping my legs together here. Arms are by my sides for a challenge. The thumbs come up in either direction, but it doesn't really matter. On an inhale, bring your head, neck, shoulders, chest up off the mat. Gaze is just beyond the front edge of your mats. Now lift the legs, lift the arms. Fly with me. Lift up in the chest, up in the legs, up in the arms. Stay with it. Keep breathing. Remember your offering. 3, 2, 1. Come on down. Right ear to the mat. Just relax. Maybe you can shake the hips out a little here if you need to. Maybe windshield wiper the legs. That's okay. Whatever you need. Resetting. Second round. Come to center. Zip the legs. Lifting the head, neck, chest. Now the legs. Now the arms. Maybe clasping at the tail, lifting you up, pushing the knuckles toward the toes, lift the feet, lift the chest, Keep going. Keep fighting. 10, 9, 8, you can do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, let it go. Left ear to the mat. Everything relaxed. Just be caught by the earth. From here, third round is either the same one more time, or if you're with me, stay where you are, but roll onto your back. Setting up for the wheel. Okay, here we are. My fingertips graze the heels from my middle fingers. Feet are hips width apart. Krama 1, you can come to a bridge and go from there, pushing the hips up, then bring the fingertips next to the ears. Fingertips point toward the top of your head. On an inhale, you come up onto the top of your head, then flip the hands to come either side of the head. And from there, push up, wheel pose. If you're in the locust, you may rest. If you're coming to wheel, stay up for 7 breaths. Stick with it, straightening through the arms. Now through the legs, push to straighten. Now the arms. Now the legs. Maybe coming up onto the balls of your feet. Heels up. 2 more breaths. And then tucking the chin to the chest as you lower down. Everyone, if you're on your stomach, roll to your back. If you were in wheel, maybe pushing the heels out to the edges of your mat, letting the knees collapse, just to stretch out the back. Give a counter stretch to that low back. If you were in locust and you just flipped over, you're in the right place, on your back, legs long in front of you. We're going to do a quick round of some Apanasana with a bit, not a lot of ab work, but just a little bit. So hands clasped around the shin as you pull in the right knee to your chest. If you can, just hold it in here. This is called Apanasana. This is just a nice way to reset the hips. It's very good for your digestive organs as well. To be held, hugging in here. From here, as you're really with that shin tightly grasped, if you can, grab the outside of your right foot with your right hand. Half happy baby pose. Think you're pulling your knee in toward your armpit. And then just take 1 or 2 breaths here, really challenging your edge with that. It's going to be very useful for future classes. And then let that leg go. Bring in the left knee to your chest. Apanasana. Grip the shin, either with your hands, your forearms. If you want to bring your elbows, elbow crease over that shin, you may just hold it in close. And now if you can, find the outer edge of the left foot with the left hand and pull that knee into the armpit. Half happy baby pose. And now let it go along with the other leg. Just notice as you're here in Shavasana for one breath, how does that feel? Just let go for a breath. Okay, so last little bit of work before we end class and do final relaxation. We're going to bring the knees up to 90. So hips to knees, knees to ankles, 90 degrees, 90 degrees. From here, you're going to pitch yourself very slightly on to your left hip, then extend your legs out and roll over to the right. Hold here. Hold as hard as you possibly can while trying to bring your toes up toward your ears. I know it feels a little weird. I'm sorry. I can't see you all super well trying this, but I hope I'm giving you good enough cues. You're about halfway between the floor and being straight up for 3, 2, 1. Bring it back to center as you bend your knees again, reframing, straightening, getting the set of your hips. Now, this time, you're gonna bump your hips out to the right. You're gonna extend the legs and then come on back the other way. I know it seems weird that you would do that, but there we go. Now your heels still flexed, toes coming toward the face, but out at a diagonal. Keep them there. Hug those legs together as if you had a block or a pillow between the knees or the thighs. Keep it for 3, 2, 1. Back to center. Bent knees, feet are flexed. From here, just let those knees collapse down to the ground. So you hold the top of your right knee with your left hand. Right arm comes out to the side in either a cactus shape, or you can extend it long. Try to bring that shoulder blade to the mat as your eyes roll to look at the right fingertips. Spinal twist. Just lock in there. Enjoy what you've built. Now coming back to center, knees up once more. Feel as if you've got the straightness, the stability. Now knees fall to the right. Right hand on top of left knee. My left arm is either at a cactus or out straight. And my gaze goes to the left hand, trying to keep that shoulder down. This is a tougher side for me, but let's all give it a shot. Just keep twisting. Steady gaze. Do your best. And now come on back to center. Lying down, final relaxation, Shavasana. Letting go of the breath. Letting go of any effort. Feeling as if the entire body is like a balloon filled with water. Everything just floating or sinking. I'll begin guiding you through the relaxation, but be sure to remain absolutely still for just the next few minutes. Begin by bringing all of your attention to the left hand. Feel the tingling sensation brought by your attention to your left hand. Now relax the left hand, left arm, and shoulder. Now the right hand. Feel your heart beat in your palm, back of your palm. And now relax the right hand, right arm, and shoulder. Now the left foot. Find all the contours. Trace every shape of the left foot. And now relax the left foot, ankle, lower leg, knee, thigh, and hip. Now the right foot. Concentrate as if the only thing that exists is the right foot. And now relax the right foot, ankle, lower leg, knee, thigh, and hip. Relax the low back, pelvis, abdomen. Feel the space grow between your ribs. Feel the chest soften. The space between the collarbones extended. Relax down the sides of your neck, through the throat. Relaxing all the muscles of your face. Letting your eyes fall deep into socket. Your temples soften. Your ears pulling away, hanging. Relaxing through the brow. And following this wave of calm through the forehead, the hairline, and all of the follicles to the crown of your head. Observe yourself
as if watching your body in a deep and dreamless sleep. And now leave your body to rest. Begin to deepen the breath. And with a deeper breath, inviting subtle movements, more sensation back into your body. Wiggle the fingers and toes. Rolling the ankles, the wrists, moistening the lips, maybe stretching out long in both directions, whatever you need to gently reawaken. And now, with the eyes closed, rolling to one side in a fetal position. Come to sit up in your own time, finding a comfortable seat, spine straight, sitting tall. Remembering your offering, please thanking yourself for the effort you put forth tonight. You'll close the practice with the sound of Om, followed by Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Exhale. Inhale. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste, everyone. Be well. Hope you have a great weekend. Nice to see you all. And again, thank you for coming. Be nice to everybody. Do great things, everyone. Take care.
Thanks, Brian.